And we now welcome in Kevin Durant. Kevin, thanks for joining us here today on LockerBlogger.com. Been a great season for you so far. You're over 500 for the first time in franchise history, at least in Oklahoma City, although it hasn't been there that long. Talk about the season so far, and of course for you, it's really been a breakout season.
Oh man, it's all about hard work. I think, and we got a hold of that, and we've learned how to, work hard each day and get better. And myself, just coming out and getting better with my teammates. I think that's the biggest thing. And that's what I try to focus on this year. So, that's our goal, is to continue to grow as a group, and I think that's what we've been doing.
Well, in the NBA, of course, this year, I think the biggest noise has probably been your streak of 29 straight games of at least 25 points, the second longest streak of all time. What was that like as you were going through it? You hear, for instance, in baseball, when you get people go on long streaks, they get to 40 games, and all of a sudden, could they break Joe DiMaggio's record? It was one of those things here where all of a sudden it just kind of caught the nation's attention and really helped put you on the map. Not that you weren't before, but everyone kind of recognized you here right away.
I think the success of our team is, starts to mean, individual success, not only for me, but a lot of guys on our team. And I think the biggest thing is that we got to continue to stay humble and big times like this, and know that, remember the tough times we had, but, also, remember that those times made us into the team we are now. So it's all about being humble for us and continue to grow.
Well, it's nice to hear how humble you are, and it's a great thing. But there had to be a couple points during that streak when you probably, after the game, you ran home and you wanted to maybe check out a little Sports Center, see yourself on TV, and just go, "Hey, this is really happening. This is pretty awesome."
Oh yeah, man, of course. Just being in this league is a lesson, and when you go home and people started, I got text messages, I got calls. People started recognizing, the streak I was having, and I couldn't help but, sometimes watch it on Sports Center or NBA TV and just sit back and think, man, I've come a long way. Such a blessing. So, I never took it for granted. I continue to work every day, and now that it's over, just continue to keep pushing and keep working as a group.
And you're known for being a hard worker. Clearly you're only 21. You're your third season now in the NBA, but you've already made a name for yourself as somebody who's a gym rat. And yet, I think we're now seeing the fruits of that. It's certainly paying off. You've really rounded out your game where you're really almost a triple-double threat, you could say, every night in some capacity between you and especially Russell Westbrook, who we'll touch on in a minute as well. You've really rounded out your game, averaging 3 assists a night. Talk about not just the scoring component, but really what you're looking to do with your overall game.
I think, my coaches pushed me to get better each day, and I've been working more on passing and playing defense and scoring and doing everything, man. And I just try to put that into the games, and my teammates do a great job of helping me out as well, because I'm still young. I still have a long ways to go before I get to where I want to get to in this league, and they've been helping me out. So our veterans have been doing a great job with us, and us young guys, and we've been doing a better job of listening.
Who have you been able to lean on early on in your career, at least veteran-wise? Because obviously the better players, for the most part, the more talented players in your team are young guys like yourself. And it's kind of a great thing where you're all growing up and together and learning each other and learning to play with each other as you grow. But yet, who have you been able to lean on for a little support for the guy that's kind of been there and done that?
My first year, I had so many different teammates since my first year, but I think the one guy that's been here with us, is 3 guys that have been here since, my first year. Is Jeff Green, Nick Collison, and myself. And Nick Collison is a guy that's, been here for a while, so he's the guy I lean on, and he teaches me the ropes. But I've had a lot of different veterans like, Chucky Atkins, Daniel Marshall, and Damian Wilkins, and Kevin Durant now. So I have a lot of different veterans that help me out, and there's Desert Nation as well. They taught me a lot of different things, and I kind of stole stuff from their game and put it into mine.
As a team this year, you're now 41 and 24, 5th place in the West, but only a half a game right now out of 4th place. As the season stands right now, about 12 games to go, what are your goals here? How high do you think Oklahoma City can go?
We just got to take it a game at a time, and get ready for who we play tonight, and, not worry about, down the line or if we make it to the playoffs or what seed we make. We just got to take the game at a time, a possession at a time, because one possession can mess up probably your whole season. So That's what we're doing here, and we're not worrying about the future. So I think that's the best thing about this group is that we know that we have every game is tough. We respect every opponent, and we just got to come out with that focus.
Only a 1/10 of a point off the scoring lead. Is that something that's in your mind? I know you're a team player. I know you're very focused on that, but it's got to creep in there that, hey, you know what? I have a shot at a scoring title in my third year in the league at only 21. I mean, you've accomplished so much already in your young career, even in college, of course, winning Freshman of the Year and Player of the Year as a freshman. How about a scoring title here in year 3?
Oh, man, that's something I don't even worry about, to be honest, because there's so many great scorers in the league that, they easily average 35 a game. So, that's something I don't really worry about, man. And, my goal in the beginning of the season was to try to help my team get to the playoffs and win in progress, and, we're trying to do that now. So, if I do, get a chance to win it, that'll be, a major blessing, but that's the last thing I'm worried about.
And what's a day off like for Kevin Durant? What are you doing on that off day to prepare or just relax when you don't have a game?
I watch a lot of movies, play a lot of video games, just chill basically, because we want to run so much in this league and a lot of traveling, and, you got to cherish those times you get to, relax. So that's what I really do. I sit at home and relax, hang out with my brothers and my mom, and we just kick it.
Sounds pretty good to me. What's the best movie you've seen lately?
I think Shutter Island. I think 2012. I've seen a couple good movies.
Now, are you seeing those in your hotel room, or are you actually heading out to the theater and going in and checking those out?
I went to the theater a couple times. I watched some in my hotel room, and watched some on the internet too. So, I like watching movies, man. It's something that relaxes me.
And it's a fun time of year. You're going to have a lot more to watch now. You can probably talk to Nick Collison about it because his past team, Kansas, might be the national champion this year. Let's talk a little NCAA. You're not that far removed from it. You probably still follow it a little bit. What are your predictions here as March Madness is upon us?
This is one of the deepest tournaments I've seen. A lot of different teams, low seed teams that can easily be the top, seed team. And it's going to be fun to watch. There's, a lot of matchups that I look forward to watching. Louisville, California, Texas, Wake Forest, Wisconsin, and Temple. There's a lot of good games that's going to be coming on, and it's going to be exciting to see. It'll be fun to see a freshman like John Wall, lead his team to the Final Four and maybe win a championship. I mean, it would be cool to see Kansas win it, for the second time in the last couple of years as well. So, it's going to be a fun time, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, rough year for Texas as far as they started off really well, went to #1 overall, and then fell out of the top 25. I don't know if you keep any ties there, but what were your thoughts on that?
They went through a tough stretch. It happens, and they made it to the tournament. I think they're going to surprise some people. So, it was. The last, 9 or 10 games, they struggled a little bit, but I think they're starting to find their rhythm at the right time, and I think that they're going to cause some problems in the tournament.
How about a Final Four prediction? Sounded like you kind of were leaning a little bit towards Kansas there.
You said about Final Four?
Yeah.
I have all the #1 seeds going to the Final Four as of right now.
Way to go out on a limb there.
Yeah, I predict all #1 seeds going. So.
And who's going to come out on top?
Kansas. I think they're so deep and they've been consistent all year. So I'll pick Kansas.
Well, great. Well, Kevin, appreciate a couple minutes here on LockerBlogger.com. The prediction is Kansas. I think some people soon will predict Oklahoma City to win it, of course, overall in the NBA. We wish you a lot of luck going forward this season and continued success in the future. And thanks for a couple minutes here today.
All right, man. No problem. Thank you.